Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Testing Instinct. I am starting a new playlist on Karate GraphQL API testing. So today we will be discussing about Karate API introduction and testing using Karate. GraphQL is a query language for APIs and runtime for fulfilling those queries with your existing data. GraphQL provides a complete and understandable description of the data in your API, gives clients the power to ask for exactly what they need and nothing more, make it easier to evolve APIs over time, and enables powerful developer tools. So GraphQL is a query language. So we will be asking the exact data from the server, and the server will be returning the exact data what we have asked for. So that's the difference between GraphQL and the REST APIs. So now we are going to discuss about GraphQL types. First type is query. It retrieves data from the server. Queries specify the required data fields and can include arguments for precise data retrieval. Second type is mutation. Manipulates data on the server, including creating, updating, or deleting records. Mutation specify the fields to be returned after the operation and use arguments to detail the manipulation. Third type is subscription. Gets real-time data updates from the server. Subscription enable clients to listen to specific data fields and receive updates automatically over a persistent connection. So query type is used to query the data from the server, and for creating, updating, and deleting we will be using a GraphQL type called mutation. So the main difference between GraphQL and REST API is that in case of GraphQL we will be always using post HTTP method irrespective of the GraphQL type. For query, mutation, and subscription we will be always using the HTTP method post, and the status code will be 200 and there will be a single endpoint. That's one major difference from REST API. So for this demo I will be using this particular API. So this is the query we need to use in order to get the response from the server. The response will be always JSON, so the assertion part remains same as that of the REST API. So this particular API will be retrieving the details of the country based on the country code. So it will be retrieving name, native, capital, emoji, currency, languages, etc. So I am going straight to the demo. I have already opened Eclipse. So in this project Karate API test, I have created one feature file. The name is get country details gql.feature. So this is the feature name and this is the scenario name. Now I am going to write the code. So first I am going to give the URL. So using the keyword given, then use the keyword URL. Now in double quotes I am passing the URL. So this is the URL. So I will be sharing this notepad details in the video description, so you also can copy paste the content. So now you have specified the URL. The next part is the important part where we are passing the data. So I am using the keyword, and the next keyword you have to use is text. So this is a GraphQL API, so in that case we will be using text keyword, and I am creating a variable query equal to, now I am using 3 quotes. Inside this quotes I am passing the data. So here we have given query as a type. So if it is a mutation we will be giving mutation. Since we are getting the data from the server, we are using the query type and we are giving name to this query. You can avoid this query name as well, but it is a good practice to give name to the query. So I am copying this particular query from this notepad and pasting it in the code. So I am formatting the code. Okay, now we have to use the request keyword. So I am using the AND keyword followed by request, then we have to pass the payload. So inside the payload we have to use query. Then after that you have to use colon. Then in single quotes you have to use the embedded expression, and you have to refer the variable which we have used in the fifth line. So this is how you use embedded expression in array. So the request part is done. Now you have to specify which HTTP method. When method post, I am trying to print the response, then print response is, so this is a string. I'm putting a comma, then I am using the keyword response. This particular keyword will be storing all the response of the GraphQL API. Now I am adding one assertion as well. Then status 200. So we can check whether this particular API is working or not. So I am hitting the feature file. So I am right clicking the file, run as Cucumber feature. The execution have completed. You can see the features 1, scenarios 1, past 1. So this is the HTML report. I will be opening the HTML report now. So I have already opened from browser. I am pasting the link. So you can see the report is in green color. So this was the query we have passed. So this is the method. You can see this is the request details. You can see the response code, it is 200. I will open the response as well. So you can see the response. So it's getting the country details. So the country name India, native Bharat, capital New Delhi, emoji IN, currency, then the languages. So this is how you hit a GraphQL query type using Karate. So now I am going to change this code. Based on the code, the server will be returning different response. We can verify that as well. I am hitting the feature file again. The execution is completed. I will refresh the report. So if you check the response, you can see the details have changed. It is coming as United States now. So this is how you hit a GraphQL API request in Karate. So in the upcoming videos, I will be covering the other GraphQL types, request chaining, assertions, all those details, using how to use the variables. Those things will be covered in the upcoming videos. So please stay tuned for those videos. So I hope this session was useful for everyone. If you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing the channel. Please like, share and comment on the video. Thanks for watching and keep learning.